Let's go. Yo. Get up, nah, I ain't a quitter. Toss me the ball, I'm a really big hitter. Big picture, I'm a straight killer. Rising the song to the highest bidder. Got juice, got gas, I'ma move fast. New shoes, new tracks, like who's that? I'm new, come back, better than last. Yeah, it's a new me, never gonna look back. Never gonna look back. Cause damn, I was built to last. You move slow and I move fast. And that's facts.
Good morning, Chicago, and welcome back to Coffee with Trax here on Chicago Sports Podcast. I'm your boy, Brandon Trax Hyatt, and today we're talking about one of the most exciting storylines surrounding the Bears this offseason, Kyler Gordon and the buzz around his potential contract extension. Grab your coffee, sit back, and let's dive into it. Thank you guys for joining us. We appreciate you. All the comments that are coming out in the chat. We appreciate you. Happy New Year's. Hope you guys had a really great night. Hope you guys were safe. Hopefully you drank responsibly and had a good time and brought in the New Year's. I was at home with my boy. We hung out, had a good time, and just popped some of those party favors and stuff, and had just some snacks and played some games, some Uno and all that good stuff. So hope you guys had a good time. So let's break down Kyler Performance's year. His comments on this possibility of staying in Chicago long term and what that means, and how this ties in with the Bears' overall season plans. Plus, we'll discuss who else the Bears might extend. So let's get started, guys. Kyler Gordon has been an absolute force in the slot for the Bears this year. With 71 tackles, 5 pass deflections, and 3 fumble recoveries in 14 games, he's proven himself as one of the top young cornerbacks of the league. According to PFF, he ranks top 10 among nickel corners in overall grade. Run defense and coverage, truly elite numbers for this guy. And let's not forget, this is a guy who bounced back after missing 2 games with an injury. He's been a key piece for the defense. For me, that's important because when you play through hurts and injuries, there's a difference, right? As a player, you guys know, I played through what some might consider injuries, but to me, they were hurts because I wanted to play, and just depending on what it is and what the player wants to go through. Obviously, Kyler is battle tested. He's tough. And we like that about him. You got to be tough in Chicago, right? Hopefully more players can take note of how tough Kyler is. When asked about signing a new deal, Kyler said, "I haven't thought a ton about it. I'm just focused on ending the year right." But he also made it clear how much he loves Chicago and would be grateful to stay here long term. That says a lot for the dysfunction and everything that's been going on around in Chicago, and the fact that we've been losing, and he's been through all of it. So the fact that he wants to be here and considers it an honor is truly refreshing. It's also refreshing to see a player so focused on the present, but you can tell he's leaving the door open for the Bears to make a move, right? So Bears fans love a player who loves the city back, and Kyler definitely fits that mold, guys. Kyler is under contract through 2025, so there's no immediate rush. But here's why the Bears should consider locking him up now. His value is only going to increase. With $61 million in projected cap space, almost 62, 61.8 for 2025. The Bears have the flexibility to front load his deal and make it cap friendly for long term. When you compare Kyler's production to over top slot receivers, it's clear he's in the upper echelon. The longer the Bears wait, the longer the price tag could get. Kyler isn't the only Bear who's outplayed his contract. Let's talk about a few other guys, and then we'll get into the questions in the chat, and all the comments. So thank you guys for joining the chat. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're a first-time listener. Leave a good review. You all know what to do. All right. So who else has outplayed their contract? Teven Jenkins, the team's best interior lineman, but injuries remain a concern. Keenan Allen, the veteran receiver, has been productive, but it's nearing the twilight of his career. Jaquan Brisker and Braxton Jones, both drafted in 2022, they've shown promise, but injuries have slowed their progress this season. If you're Ryan Poles, do you focus on young players like Kyler or try to lock in key veterans? It's a tough call, especially with a coaching search underway. Kyler's potential extension ties into Bears' cultural rebuild. Locking in young homegrown talent sends a message to this team and is that they are serious about building for the future. Bears fans, do you want to see Kyler Gordon extend as soon as possible? Drop your thoughts and comments. We want to hear from you guys, please. And let's not forget, the coaching search could play a role here also. A new coach might have different priorities. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. Before you go, though, we'd love to hear from you. So drop your comments in the chat and let's keep the conversation going. Do you think the Bears should extend Kyler Gordon before the 2025 season is over or wait another year? Let's see what you guys got to say in the chat. What's up, Bruce? What's up, Chicago sports fan? Cubs for me. Others like the Sox here. We cover all Chicago sports. Chicago sports fan, make sure you hit that subscribe button, man. Thanks for being here. Jacksonville Kid, what's up, buddy? Trevor Lawrence, yeah, he's a beast, man. I like Trevor, man. He's gonna find his way. If they get a good coach over there, I think Trevor is going to shine for sure. He's got a lot of talent over there. What do you guys think? Should we lock him down now? Or should we wait? Should we wait one more year? Well, I think we should lock him down now because his value is only going to go up, like we said before. And that is going to help us shore up the rest of our roster. It'll make sense. If you shore him up now, the new head coach isn't going to, well, hopefully he'd want to keep a guy like that, right? Because if you don't, that'd be interesting to see why you wouldn't. I mean, like we said in the show, upper echelon of, slot defensive backs. And honestly, I feel, like this. I feel like slot is really important. I think he can play outside also. I've seen him play outside, but he'll play wherever you want him to. That's what this kid is all about, man. He is a team freaking player. So you put him anywhere, he's going to shine, But yeah, I would definitely extend him. And you don't know really how Stevenson's going to shake out anyways. I hope he lands on his feet. I hope he shows promise and whatnot. But as of right now, you got to lock him up, man. He's so good. What's up, Jailbreak? Jailbreak says, shout out to Jailbreak. Hey, man, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We appreciate you coming in, man. This is the first time I seen you. If you slid through the cracks and I missed you, I apologize. But make sure you hit that like button also, man. You guys leave a like button. If I can get 50 likes, I'll do another show later on today. All right? I will do another show today. There's a lot of information coming out. We're going to get into, it's almost mock draft season. I might start one a little early. Shout out to mock drafts. So you guys want a mock draft that's heavy on the offensive line, defensive line trenches? Leave a comment. Let us know what you would like. Let's get it going. All right. Jailbreak says, I'd like to see him get a new contract. I guess it's a matter of negotiations based on other slot corners. Yes, that's true, Jailbreak. Good point. For sure. That all depends on what shakes out, right? Who else is available and how much value we put at that position. So how important is Kyler Gordon to the future of the Bears defense? What do you guys think? Do you guys think he's real important? I know like 60-something% of all defensive plays are in the slot, are in a nickel package. So it's important to have a nickel defensive back on the team. What's up, Dustin Jones? Happy New Year, brother. I appreciate you. Do you think, Dustin? Special shout out to Dustin, one of my favorite co-hosts of many. Does a great job, man. Does solos, does team pods. Great guy, man. Works hard. Appreciate him. Dustin, do you think we should lock up Kyler now or wait till the 2025 season is about over and then lock him up? What do you guys, and how important do you think he is? How important do you think he is to the Bears defense? Also, I'd like to ask you guys, what's your favorite moment of Kyler Gordon? Me, it's not so much his lockdown presence out there and his forced fumbles and interceptions and batting balls down and just tackling and, he's just an all-around good defensive back. But I like when he comes out of the tunnel and he does the Spidey, flip and sticks the landing. I think he's awesome. Breaking news, Bruce. Breaking news, Bruce. Shout out to Bruce. What do you think, Bruce? Let us know what you think about Kyler Gordon, man. Let's keep this chat popping, fellas. Appreciate y'all from coming out. Hope you guys had a happy new year. Hope you were responsible and safe. Remember, I pressed that last night when we did our late show about being safe and responsible. Hope you guys, I think we're going to have a great New Year's, guys. I really do. I think we're going to have a great New Year's. I think you guys are going to be amazing. I think we're going to keep building. We've got momentum, and things are going to be good, not just here, but in your life. I think you guys are going to kill it. I think this is going to be a great year for all you listeners and followers, man. I hope you guys win in life. I hope you guys have a spectacular year. 2025 is going to be your guys' year for sure. So let's ask some more questions before we close out. Looks like Bruce does not want to participate. Who else on the Bears roster do you think deserves a contract extension this offseason? Do you think Teven Jenkins deserves one? Here's the thing. I think all right, Bruce is coming out of his shell, man. Appreciate you, Bruce. See, there you go, buddy. Highlighted it too, man. Bruce says, I think we should lock him up. His defense was solid. See, just alone on his productivity, Bruce says, let's lock him up. I appreciate it. Dustin, appreciate you, buddy. Thank you. Lock him up. He's not going to get cheaper. He's young, skilled, athletic, and he's a great dude. Great blitzer, too. That is a good point. He is a great blitzer, and I want to see more of that blitz. Shout out to blitzing and putting pressure on the quarterbacks. That is important, especially with the young guys. The less time they have to make the decision, the famous saying that I heard when I was in the military, think long, think wrong. And I think that's exactly what you need to do with these young quarterbacks today. And if Kyler Gordon can make you think wrong, and he's fast, man. He is lightning fast, and he knows how to tackle. He's going to put his body on you for sure. Jailbreak. Another comment from Jailbreak, man. He's been a nice player after early injuries. He probably won't see any movement anytime soon. Jenkins almost has to be a bargain. Happy New Year, Jailbreak. Thank you for multiple comments. We appreciate you, man. Melendez, what's up, Joe? From Facebook. I appreciate your comment from Facebook. Would be nice if you could jump over to YouTube also and hit that subscribe button, man. Appreciate you. Looks like you're a Cubs fan by your profile picture. Looks like you're excited about the new signing too from the Cubs. We are going to have lots of Cubs, lots of Cubs, lots of Sox, lots of Bulls, Blackhawks, finishing out the Bears season strong, and we're going to get into more baseball and other Chicago sports. So for me with Jenkins is, and Dustin says hell no to Jenkins, and I understand his frustration, but hear me out. I think if you got a contract that makes sense, that you can do something about like timeshare, like how much time will he be out on the field if he's there for so many percentage of snaps to almost to the point where he's potentially like getting paid as a starter as long as he hits those points. Like I would even break it down into quarters of the NFL. I would really get into a healthy contract like that. Like first quarter, you'll get so much of a bonus if you start and this and that, and you're top 15 or top 10 as a guard in the NFL, but the snaps, how much you play, how much you start. Let's get it all performance, that type of thing. That's the only way I'd see it work out with him. I am serious when I say his base contract should just be average, mid, because of health issues. Uh, Pay him game to game. Dustin, you're basically speaking what I'm talking about right now, man. Wish you were available. It'd have been nice to have you on the show, buddy. You do so much for us, man. I appreciate you and all the other co-hosts we got. Breaking news, Bruce. The Bears just need a healthy offensive line and play well. I agree, man. I agree wholeheartedly. Got a quick question, a side note. Do you guys think that there's any offensive lineman that's worth re-signing right now? Is there anybody that you see that could be a potential second string, third string, whatever that that you would like on our team outside of Darnell Wright, which he's still in his rookie contract? So what's up, Laz? How you doing, buddy? Love you and your pooch there. Good picture, great picture. Hey, buddy. Good morning. Happy New Year to you, man. Thanks for coming back. We appreciate you, man. Laz has been coming here frequently lately, man. Love to see you, buddy. Hey, Brandon. I'm on the John Gruden train, a personality leader and proven offensive success. Hey, man, you know what? I'm not opposed to it. I just think all the things about the emails and his troubled past and all that, that's something that I don't know if this and he's not on the radar. When you look in terms of like the top four that Schefter reported, he's not on there. Now there's outliers that you look at. Of course, Thomas Brown's going to get an interview because, he's already on the team. He's already here, whatever. There's things like that, but would John Gruden make it? I'm not saying he won't, but I don't see it. He would definitely be a dark horse. He'd be somebody that we haven't seen on the radar, Yeah, I know. Dude, this guy's always going to work, man. Appreciate the grinders out there like Dustin, for sure. What's your guys' favorite Kyler Gordon moment? Do you guys recall any moment that he had flashes, or do you just like him overall all the way around? I mean, could you imagine if every player played like Kyler Gordon? I would be excited. I think more kids would watch the Chicago Bears, honestly. I mean, guys jumping around, flipping out of the tunnel as the pyrotechnics and the fireworks crack off and stuff and doing flips and stuff. I think he's really cool and exciting. And he plays good too. Oh, man. Do you think the Bears' new coach will prioritize young talent like Kyler Gordon in this rebuild? I think they will. I think it's important to have young talent, but let's not mistake. I think that there's something to be said of not having talent that knows how to win, that knows how to lead. And in terms of going from the oldest, one of the oldest, if not the oldest roster in the NFL, we went in a complete opposite direction. I think there's a healthy balance there. You got to have some of that veteran leadership, And I understand that we got like an older, in Mercedes Lewis, but I don't think that is enough. I think you need more. I really think you need more than that. What do you guys think? Do you guys think we need some more vets in the building? Some guys that have been battle tested, that have been in the playoffs, things like that. What do you guys think about that? Maybe some more veteran coaching too. It seems like we're torn here because we want somebody that's going to be with the young roster and play out. It's not as long in the tooth and whatever. But then again, if you grab somebody who is a risk, who is a first time coach like Eberflus, that's what you get. You're gonna risk it. It's a chance. Uh, I would like to see some more veteran coaches in the building that have had success. I would also like to see some veteran players in the building that has had success. And I'm not saying strip it down to the studs and get rid of the guys in the building, all of them, because now they are coming up on becoming a veteran. I think it's like 3 or 4 years and you're a veteran in the NFL. So Kyler Gordon will be a veteran. I would like to see him extended, but I also like to see some other guys, that have a little bit more time in the NFL. Almost to like the safety that we signed. I kind of like him, 30-ish, and then got some more something left in the tank. He seems to be like a really good player, good leader, something like that. Um, and we need to watch our spending. I mean, a lot of guys are coming up on contract. We got to be careful of that. I think we value our players more than other people do. Every team in the NFL has got good players, right? We're not dazzling over here with talent, whatever. We do have some talent, but outside of a few guys, it's it is what it is. We could move on from some of these guys, to be honest. I don't think we need to overvalue guys that have been here. I think we get really friendly with these guys and we get connected and we want to keep them and we value them more than the value of themselves. Like they may become better friends than they become better players. Or like Ryan Poles, he's a better friend than he is a GM, in my opinion. Dustin makes a good point, and he's been very adamant about this, and I appreciate Dustin's comment here. He says that's why Vrabel is perfect. Experienced head coach with an impressive resume. Still young enough that he hasn't hit his coaching prime yet. I agree with all of that. Here's the thing that Dustin and I have just a little wrinkle in linking up. And I'm not saying that I would be opposed at all to Vrabel. If you told me right now that Vrabel is a finalist and we were going to get him, I would be happy, okay? But here's what I'm saying. I'm not going to discredit a guy like Pete Carroll or a guy like Riverboat Ron, okay? In the sense that they're older than Vrabel, they have a few. Here, listen to this. For every yin, there's a yang, right? And this is what I feel about a guy who is, hey, let's talk about a guy over there in Kansas City, 66 years old, a little bit heavier set guy, husky guy. Sure, that's not good on the ticker. 66-year-old Andy Reid is. I look at a guy like Pete Carroll and a guy like Ron Rivera, and they look a lot healthier. Sure, they're older, but hey, there's also this. They've been through it. They've been battle tested. They know what's right. They know what's wrong. They are getting probably their last chance. So they want to seize the moment and they want to win now. A guy that's younger might say, and not a Mike Vrabel. I'm talking about a guy like Joe Brady or Ben Johnson or somebody like that, right? A guy like that might not really capture the moment and appreciate it as much as a guy that doesn't have much time left, that this is probably their last run, okay? So there's also that to consider. And I feel like we need to win now. We've got like a 3-year window where some of these guys that we have, that we vested a lot of time and effort in, money in, and heartaches and all that stuff, are going to be in a contract, and we can't sign everybody. So I think we need to win now. So in my opinion, I'm in agreement with everything that Dustin says, but I don't discredit the last part about people that are past their prime. You know what I'm saying? That are long in the tooth that are older and all that. And I'm not saying that Dustin is an ageist or anything like that. I'm just saying there's something to look at as far as time goes, you know. And like I said, they have seen it all. These young coaches that come out and they play against them, they're already going to know what they're doing before it happens. And there's something to be said about that. There's definitely wisdom and appreciation. And let's face it, guys, what do you have to do in order to be out on the field? You stand there, you orchestrate, you got to know and have your faculties and see what's going on and be able to put your guys in a position, your coordinators, your staff, in order to win. That's it. You're not doing calisthenics. You're not making tackles. Freaking Pete Carroll can still throw his headset, bump freaking fists, and freaking scream and yell and cheer and all that stuff, man. He's a guy that will light a fire under people. Players like, he's a motivator. People like playing for Pete Carroll. Riverboat Ron. Before Dan Campbell came out with the bite the kneecaps, Riverboat Ron was very exciting, guys. He knows what it's like to win as an 85 Chicago Bear. He knows what it's like as a defensive coordinator to be a Chicago Bear. He's seen all the dysfunction. He wants us to win. Guys like him and Mike Singletary, listen, I think that guys that have been, like Olin Kreutz came up a lot in our show. I think guys like that who've been a Bear, who value being a Bear, should get a shot somewhere in the coaching trees. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Dustin makes a great point. He says he would have loved Bill Belichick. He's a GM type. He comes in, he demands respect. You are not going to be able, as Ryan Poles, Kevin Warren, these sort of guys are not going to be able to, even the McCaskies, they're not going to be able to argue against. In terms of micromanaging and being a puppet and a yes man, they're looking for a younger guy like a Ben Johnson or a Joe Brady and be like, whoa, 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 whoa. We realize you had a lot of, success as an OC, but this is the first time you're a head coach and you're in the illustrious, Hollis halls. So listen, settle down. We're going to work with you. We're going to groom you, and you will become a great head coach if you follow our lead. Or as you get a guy like Mike Vrabel or Riverboat Ron or Pete Carroll or, one of those guys, they already, but like, listen, dude, I've been to a Super Bowl. I've played I've won 10 playoff games, like Pete Carroll and all this. Been to 2 Super Bowls, won one, was on the brink of winning another. And, honestly, he wouldn't get cute again. He would definitely learn from that experience. And if we're in a Super Bowl and it's coming down to the last play, I don't think many of us would be complaining, even if we lost. We just want to get to a playoff, much less a Super Bowl. Come on. So anyways, there's a lot of pros and cons to all these guys out there, and I just hope they make the right decision, and I hope that we win, But I get what Dustin's saying. Mike Vrabel's like the mid-grade, not the mid-grade. He's like the medium between the older and then the younger. He's right in the middle there. So to me and to him, it makes a good that would be a good selection for sure. Dustin Jones says teams were afraid of him because of that. Trax, great point. If the Bears brass told me to follow their lead, I can't say that, but I can't say I don't agree or disagree. I'm sorry. Hey, man, appreciate you guys joining the show, man. Coffee with Trax, man. I hope you guys had a good time, or, I might change it to caffeinated because I like this zero sugar monster. I like these, man. I'm going to take the boy to the gym. We're going to do some walking around the tracks with Trax. We're going to stretch out and all that stuff. He's going to be 9 the day tomorrow. And so, just trying to cultivate some good, things, some good habits and stuff that I should have started a while back. But he can't really lift in the gym until he's like 12, which kind of stinks. So, but we are going to have a good time. So, we are family. What's up, We Are Family? Shout out to you, man. Thanks for joining our show. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, man. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you can see all of our great content that's coming out. We will be at the Amazing Casino. The Amazing Casino. That's right. Chicago Sports Podcast is going to be at a casino in Chicago, guys. I'm so excited for us, man. I'm so excited for you and our community that we are able to do this with former quarterback Jim Miller as my co-host. Oh, my goodness. Oh, man. Pinch me. Are we dreaming? This is going to be a great 2025, guys, man. I am living a dream right now, man. Woo! Yeah, we are going to be at Wind Creek Casino. The pregame starts at 11 at the Sports Bar in the Wind Creek Casino. If you go through the main doors, it's right to your right. You cannot miss it. They got an automated drink machine where it makes the drinks for you, but then they also got bartenders too. So it's going to be a good time. Big old jumbotrons, lots of TVs and stuff. We're going to do a pregame in-game analysis, post-game. It's going to be like a 5-hour event. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be lit. They got leather lazy boy recliners, man. Come check tracks out. Grab your popcorn, grab your drinks. It's going to be a fun. Oh, man, I'm so excited. Let's go. We are family. Hit that subscribe button, man. Hit that notification. We are going to be Festivus all year long. This is going to be an exciting journey, man. All you new time and, the guys that have read with me from the day one where I was in my freaking, in my garage with a phone that was just a little bit of an upgrade of a flip phone. And I did my first Facebook show there. Look how we've grown, man. And thank you guys for believing in me. And I believe in you guys too, man. Everywhere you go, man. I take you guys with me. Thank you guys so much. So back to the comments. Sorry, I had to get that out, man. Come check us out. Shameful plug. We Are Family says, is Komet the future at tight end? He has fizzled out this season. Thought he and Caleb would form a bond right away. Listen, they have formed a bond. Remember, I've been on the sidelines. I've been in the locker room. Him and Caleb are inseparable, man. They've been to freaking Bulls games. They've been to Cubs games, Sox games. They go all over, man, okay? I seen them over in Canton. They were sitting side by side in right on the field before it started. I don't know if you guys remember, but when Mongo and Hester got enshrined, that game, oh my gosh, it was a downpour, dude. Tracks got freaking wet. I got in this freaking golf cart. I was already soaked to the bone. It didn't matter. But I said, you got room for one more? Let's go. The guy hit the brake. I hopped in, and he took me as far as he could before I got to my car. But, yeah, they were sitting side by side, man. It's to the point where I think they need him to block more than they are passing, and I don't think that they are using him and scheming him in the right way. And it's going to be good once we finally get somebody in here that can use him, because he is a great skill set, and he's from the area. He loves it. He bleeds blue and orange, man. I'm telling you, man, hang on. We just signed him for a 5-year deal. All right. I think it was Dustin, a 5-year, $60 million or something. So he ain't going nowhere. The other tight end that we picked up, I forget his name, from the Chargers, but if we release him, he's over $5 million savings. And then also Bates is that unhealthy obsession that Ryan had with Ryan Bates. Ryan Poles had with Ryan Bates. Maybe it's his first name. I don't know. But and that he sucks as an offensive lineman, just like Ryan Poles did. If we release him, that's another $5 million. So we go from like 82 mil to 92 mil if we release those two losers. So we'll see what happens. Hey, what's up? What's up, Phil? Happy New Year, buddy. Appreciate you. Oh yeah, bear down. Let's go Buffalo. Hey man, we appreciate everybody coming in here, buddy. Yeah, we are built. I have, but not a Bears fan. Yikes. No thanks. Everett is almost as bad as a signing as Nate Davis was. I agree, only to the point of he wasn't as expensive, right? And I think he's actually taken the field and not been beat up, and he doesn't really seem to have like a bad attitude. And to the point of, I don't know if they're really using him effectively. Somebody might come in and be like, "What the hell did you do with this guy? Let's get some more protection, and he won't have to chip block and be in there for blocking as much." You know what I'm saying? Um, so, anyways, yeah. Da, 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 da. What what position do you guys think the Bears should target most in free agency or the draft? What would you guys like to see? Um, I would like to see offensive line. You guys know that. Sorry, I was waiting for you guys to respond, but I don't know if my computer or my connection is a little slow today, or yeah, I just, oh man, unbelievable what's going on with this freaking tight end Everett. Like I seen him in San Diego, and they knew how to scheme him and use him. Like he was a good tight end. He was legit. I'm not saying he's one of the best. I'm not saying he's mid. I'm just saying he's a sort of serviceable tight end. But I mean, I understand what Dustin is saying, and I agree wholeheartedly. Just the fact alone that they haven't used him right is ridiculous. I don't think that there's any way that you can use Bates right. He gone. That's 5 million right there. That's five. Give me my five. We Are Family says, yeah, they never gave him a real shot. He's a big target. He's fast too. He's a fast tight end that can catch. Um, yeah, I guess they signed him because of Waldron. Not sure why he was such a failure. Shout out to Jailbreak. I agree, man. Over 100 in the building across all our platforms, man. Facebook, YouTube, all the platforms, man. XApp. Appreciate you guys. Left tackle, I agree. Left tackle is important, very important. That is the blind side of Caleb. Protect Caleb. Get a big guy in there that knows what to do. I like the man, I tell you what. If we can get Will Campbell from LSU, I'm a believer, man. I'm on the hype train of Will Campbell. We get him on the left, we got right on the right. It's all right. Let's get us a guard and a center. How about it? How about it? I like that center out of Georgia. I forget his name. Somebody help me out. I got his name written down somewhere. I've watched some tape. I got a guy for you guys in February that's going to break down a whole bunch of good stuff. It's going to be fun. We've got an action-packed guy's done great things. He showed a lot of Buffalo guys. Man, I'll tell you what. This guy is so good at breaking down tape. It is unbelievable. He sees guys before they see guys. So cool. Not sure why he's not working for the NFL yet. O-line is always the answer with a young QB. I agree. Hey, I like what you guys did with Trubisky over there when you guys ran up a 20-point lead and brought him in, or 25-point lead and brought him in. He looked good, man. Buffalo can make anybody look good, man. Seriously. Joe Brady's that dude over there. Trey Smith, free agent O-line. Center from Atlanta, and in the draft, defensive tackle Mason or Abdul Carter. Man, Philip, you done your homework, buddy. Let's get you on the podcast, dude. Let's freaking give you the outfit, man. Get you some bear swag. Get you a little studio. Let's get you on, man. Jailbreak. More of a receiver than tight end, but they knew that. Yeah, they're not really using him as a tight end, a receiver though. They're using him as blocking. You notice you've seen him in the backfield and stuff, and as a pass blocker and stuff. So interesting. But yeah, I agree. Both guards and running back. Yeah, we definitely need both guards. So what would you do with tight end, Darius? What's going on with the I'm sorry, not tight end, left tackle. So if you address both guards, you're obviously saying that the center position is good to go and the left tackle is good to go. So are we going to go ahead and keep the Shelton as our center, who's doing worm burners and rollers? and can't snap the ball, or are we going to re-sign Braxton Jones? What are we doing, Darius? I agree about the guards and the running back, by the way, man. Love you, buddy. Another great freaking this guy is so good on our shows, man. Shout out to Darius, our co-host, man. Love Campbell, love Banks, either one. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm with Banks also. Uh no, I need more Josh Allen fantasy points. Lost by point two. Oh, point two. I didn't even know that was a thing. We are family. Yeah. I did not know that was a thing that you could lose by point two. Who's the vet that you'd like to sign at center and left tackle? Who's available? See, here's the problem with me about these free agencies that are coming up. I think all the good centers and the left tackles stay on their teams. If not, there's something about them that we don't know about. And, on the low end, you're looking at a 20 million price tag. Now, all of a sudden, you went from 82 mil down to 60 mil, and it goes quick because there's other guys that we need to sign, like Kyler Gordon. We need to sign our draft picks. There's a lot of guys that are going to need contracts, and you don't want to just gobble up all of the free agent money. You know what I'm saying? And that's the problem with free agents. So like I said, free agents are not always the answer. I had a long discussion about this with Krutz about free agency as far as offensive linemen, because it kept coming up a lot, and I really wanted to ask him about the free agents. And he said, while they are good, while they're important, while they can be leaders, that usually the good guys stay with their teams. The good and great stay with their teams. And there's very few, I mean, very, very few. And I don't even know the guys that we bring into this building can find those guys. I mean, you really got to hit on this. But guys in teams of Pittsburgh, you see all the people, all the teams that picked up good quality draft. And that's what he was saying too. We've got, Georgia, Michigan, Penn State, all these teams that are Alabama they have basically offensive linemen that are ready. They just have to have good coaches. They have to have, that's what he said. Coaching matters, man. They are too cheap when it comes to coaching and molding these guys. So, like I said, we need at least 5 to 10 possibilities for each position on the offensive line, because don't think for an instant that somebody else is not going to gobble those guys up and throw more money at them too. Whoever has the highest bidder is where these free agents are going to go. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, and do they fit the scheme? Are they pass blocking? A pocket passing type offensive lineman, or can they extend the play? Can they go lateral and blow through the whistle? Like as a free agent, where did they play? Did they play for a pocket passer, or did they play for a dual threat guy that likes to extend the play outside of the hashes? Because there is a difference. As an offensive lineman, I can tell you right now, man, pack your lunch for some of those guys, because it is a lot of work when you have to roll with that guy. But yeah, I agree with Darius. Some way, shape, or form, just get it right. I don't care. I'm not going to argue about whether to get him as a free agent or get him as a draft. We all know that that's what they need to address. And hopefully they don't get cute about it and get guys that, got mullets and stuff and all this kind of stuff. And why did they pick this guy? Did they pick him because they want to be the mastermind and mold him into this great player? And if I see any more of this RAS stuff, I'm going to freaking lose it, because I'm not all sold on that RAS stuff, man. It didn't work out for us this year, Anyways, what's up, Valkium? All right. Shy of sounding like a broken record, let's move on, huh? How about it? I know you guys want to. Valkim, hey, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I appreciate you coming on, joining the show. Love your freaking picture, bro. Go Batman. So my son, he plays that Fortnite, and I actually spent some money, some actual money of mine, not just on him. I spend a lot of money on him for all of his Fortnite stuff, because that's what he likes to do, right? Why not? So, but I play with him. So I picked up the Batman skin. They call him the skins. Anyways, coaching matters. Yes, Falcon. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Let us know. Thank you for joining our show. We appreciate you. AC Adam. Oh my gosh, the prodigal son. I haven't seen you in forever, bro. Hope all is well, man. I appreciate you, man. Hit that notification bell. Do whatever you got to do to come in here. You know, we do a lot of shows. Paul Gibbons. We've done like 10 shows in the last 2 or 3 days. It's been crazy, man. There's been a lot of information out there. We want to keep you guys fed. We want to hang out with you guys. We love you guys. Lock up O-line first. I agree, Paul Gibbons. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Appreciate you, Paul. Thanks for coming out, man. At Dustin Jones, 100%. That would be a great pick. Let's go back to see what Dustin said. What's up, Debbie? Appreciate you, Debbie. What did Dustin say? I like Tate Ratledge out of Georgia guard. He's a captain and he's a dog. Yeah. Tate the Great is another guy I was looking at, but somebody hasn't brought in that center that I was talking about from Georgia. Do you guys know the name? I was talking to the guy, and I don't want to say who it is that I'm bringing out in February, but he's got a lot of tape on him. And we're going to break his tape down, and we're going to go through it. We're going to go through who he thinks that we need to get to fix this offensive line and other positions, including defensive line too. He thinks that we're not done with defensive line. You guys think we're done with defensive line? I think we need to use almost all of our resources on the offensive line and some of our resources on the defensive line. Let us know what you think in the comments below, okay? Jailbreak says, have to draft and develop otherwise. You're always staring at the gap. No, I get it. I agree. All of the great teams, this is another thing Owen said. You go look at the team up north, and 37 of their 53 players for like the last decade, including when, Owen played, was all drafted. They did not go out and grab other people's, project players or guys that didn't stay on the team. The guys that are great, you keep, you stay. They don't bounce around. And that's what Owen's saying. You have to find a way. Those that win the draft, those that land the draft, those that build out of the draft, those are the teams. And Green Bay has been dominant at that for years. Philly's been great. San Fran's been great. Baltimore's been great. There's teams out there that live out of the draft, that they don't go get other people's reclamation projects and all this, the land of broken toys. Those are the guys that seem to be the clearance racks and all of that. Look at Washington. They used to think that they could win out of the free agency. Nobody wins in free agency. You do not win in free agency. That is no. You can't pick up guys that will help out, but you need to win the draft. And I agree with that for sure. Too Evil to Hope. What up, Evil? Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe, man. Appreciate you coming in, man. All is welcome. Any team that you support, man, we're all about it, man. We love the NFL. We love football. That's what matters, okay? We can agree to disagree here. We can get chippy, but let's not get personal, okay? Appreciate you guys. The Bears should hire Adam Gase. What? As what? Should hire Adam Gase as what? OC, I hope? Too Evil to Hope? As head coach, the Bears could trade Caleb. This guy's got to be a Viking fan or something coming in here trying to mess us up and give us some bad some bad advice here. Yeah, Jared Wilson. Thank you, Velkium. Appreciate it, man. Hell no. Build both lines. They are in dire need of improvement. I agree. Yeah, buddy. Let me see. You know what? Hold on a second. I will tell you. Why don't I just go to it? Why don't I just go to his text message? Give me a second, guys. Oh, Adam Rank responded back to me. Looks like Adam Rank will be coming back on too. Diana Rossini. That'll be fun. Courtney Cronin, I forgot to ask her in the locker room. That would have been good if we could have got Courtney Cronin on here. She's a hard worker, man. She helped me out a lot. Herb Howard was supposed to be on. Sorry he lost his job. That stunk, man. I felt bad for that guy, you know. Where is he at, man? Dave Kaplan, he'll be back on. Yeah, I don't see it. Where in the world are you at? Ugh. Oh, well. Oh, there it is. There it is. Jared Wilson. He ranks him as the top, the best center in the draft. He ranks him as Jared Wilson. Dustin, I'll let you know who we're going to have on the show. I just can't say it because if for some reason it doesn't work out and we kick the can down the road and it's March or something, I don't want to get everybody's hopes up. So, but I will talk to you about it, man. Yeah, Jared is that dude. So go look at his tape. Let's do a deep dive on Jared. Why are the Bears playing Caleb on Sunday? My opinion, they should shut him down. No reason to possibly risk injury the last game of the season. It gives them repetition. There's no reason to shut it down. They can get the more they can get. They'll get more with this than they will in the underwear Olympics when they're playing, you know, in mini camps and all that kind of stuff in preseason. And it's playing against the Packers. So, you know, they need to, and everybody, we need to get a good look and see all the guys that haven't shut it down and quit. We don't need guys in the building that will quit. You know what I mean? Do I think that Fields will be a starter somewhere in 2025 somewhere? I think so. I don't see why not. There's a lot of spots that could use Justin Fields and other quarterbacks for that matter. Heck, Trubisky, you know. I'm sure he wants to play, so I like that. He does want to play. He does not want to be benched. He does not want to sit there on the bench and not be playing. He wants to try to help his team win. Bears been playing meaningless games for 6 weeks. No, all games matter, and they all mean something. You want to see the guys that don't give up. You want to see the guys that are in there fighting for their team, fighting for the guy side by side, fighting for their own job, fighting for the fans. Like you're basically telling them to give up on the fans that are paying to go see a good product. They're bringing their children. They're bringing their family. Now, all of a sudden, you're saying to go ahead and sit it out. I mean, that's the problem with the load management in the NBA, why a lot of guys are turned off because they're not playing through aches and pains and they're quitting. You're teaching children, you're teaching young people, young adults to quit in life. You don't want to do that. Shut it down because you're not winning. You just stay in bed and curl up in the fetal position, or you go, you know, it's not everybody gets hit in the mouth, but it's how you respond. This is the last game of the season. Let's fight. Let's act like you're worth salt. Let's act like you're a man. Let's get out there. Like, you know, like your name is We Are Family. Is that what you're going to teach family? You're going to teach them to quit, to just say, hey, I give up, you know. Grades are looking bad. Shut her down. I'm sick. Well, let's just stay sick. Let's not try to get unsick. Let's not, you know, eat some chicken soup. Let's have our your vitamins. Let's have, you know, drink some milk. No, let's have a cheeseburger and soda and French fries. Let's just go all in. Let's just like extend this sickness and get the whole family sick. No, man, you got to play, man. You got to play through the whistle. You got to overcome. It doesn't 4 wins, whatever. Why encourage people to quit? I don't want quitters. Do you want quitters? If you're a quitter, we don't want you. We want you to fight and play through the whistle. Let's fight is right. Let's fight is right. Yes. Thank you, guys. All right. Thank you guys for all that you've done. Thank you guys for showing up and showing out. Love you guys as always. Chi-Town up, bear down. Let's have a great year, man. I believe in you guys. You're going to have 2025 is your guys' year. You guys are going to win in life. Win with your families. Win with your pets, win at work, win with your hobbies. You guys are going to do great this year. This is our year, man. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. And as always, once again, Chi-Town up, bear down. Hope you guys enjoy this episode with Coffee with Tracks, man. I know I did. You guys were great. Hey, Jim Watkinson. Oh my God. I'm glad I didn't close the door, man. This is what I love to see. A first-time viewer, man. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you can see all of our content anytime you come on, man. Happy New Year's to you, man. Appreciate you. Trapakeepa in the building. Oh my goodness. I need to extend this. I was getting ready to curtain call it, but now I'm gonna stay for a few more minutes because I seen you guys come in. Let's go. Let's extend this thing, man. Let's go the distance. So, what do you guys want to talk about? What do you guys want to talk about? We were talking about Kyler Gordon. We were talking about Teven Jenkins. Who would you like to see extended here? Would you like to see Kyler Gordon extended? Jim Watkinson. What about you, Trapakeepa? AC Adam, who would you guys? I like to see Kyler Gordon extended. Like I said earlier, with Teven Jenkins, I would like to see it on a performance-basing contract, percentage of time on the field, and it not just through the year but quarterly. I would like to see him get bonuses to the point where if all these bonuses add up, he could actually get paid like a good top 15 guard in the NFL, as long as he puts his butt, off your seat, on your feet is where I'd like to see Teven. I don't want to see him with his feet up. I want to see him boots on the ground, playing effectively and not injured. That's where I'd like to see it. And that's the only way that I could see him coming back. We don't need to have these guys come in the building. Listen, Darnell Wright came in a little bit banged up. Teven already had the bad back. I don't want to see this anymore. I don't want to see reaching for guys that are injured. And I know NFL and in college and even in Pee Wee, we get injured and stuff. But I don't want to see these big injuries type things. I don't want to bring guys in that have injuries, man. Don't draft those guys, Gordon, no doubt. I agree with you. Bear down. Happy New Year. Okay, here you go. Are you rooting for the Bears to beat Green Bay? Yes, I am. I want to see them beat Green Bay. Every time I want to see them beat Green Bay. Never do I want to see lose to Green Bay, even if it's a preseason game, Dustin. Even if we're just scrimmaging. Even if it's two-hand touch, thumb war. I don't care. Anything we're doing with Green Bay, listen, I got a funny story. Go look back last year when I interviewed Jim McMahon for the 85 Bears. He was playing golf, and the Green Bay Packers were right behind him. He took a crap inside the cup, grabbed the flag, wiped his butt with it, put the flag back in there. So not only do they have to have the freaking flag over there by their hat and their head and everything and take it out, but then if they shot the ball inside the cup, their ball would be filled with Jim McMahon's crap. Shout out to him for being able to poop on command too. I mean, that's pretty impressive. Like, he could just dial it up like that. That guy is in control of life. Just dial up a poop. That's the kind of guy that we want on our team that can just dial up a turd and just crap on Green Bay. Yeah, I agree. I didn't finish the question. I'm sorry. Let me go back and finish the question. Or are you rooting potentially improvement in draft position this Sunday? You know what, dude? I think we're splitting hairs when it comes to draft picks. Okay? At some point or another, you've got to leverage winning and beating Green Bay. Oh, and that's the one time. If it was another team, I'd say fight and compete. But at the same point in time, when it comes to Green Bay, I want to beat them, man. I want to beat them so badly. I'm sorry. I just can't see it. My vision is cloudy when it comes to draft. And like I said, I don't think we fall much if we win that game. You know what I mean? So, Philip. Yeah, man. Go back and check out that show, Philip. Matter of fact, you know what I'll do for you, Philip? Especially for this show, I will put an end mark. At the end of the show, under YouTube, it's called an end screen. And at the end of the show, if you give me a day or two, I think it's probably 12 to 24 hours. At the very end of it, you go back, watch a show, or the end of it, it'll show an end screen. You click that, and Jimmy Mack will pop up, that interview. It's a good interview, solid interview. Also got one of the Urlacher last month. A lot of good legends, man. Jimbo Covert, a lot of good guys we've interviewed, man. So yeah, go check that out, man. It was a good show. It was very entertaining, good fun. Can't say that we talked about a lot of football. We talked about some football, but we talked about partying, golf, and it was just fun, man. Great guy to talk to. So I hope I answered your question, Dustin. Sorry I trailed off and rambled, but tracks. We get off track, we get back on track. There's very little chance that their draft position will improve much. I agree. Thank you, man. Thank you. Thanks for agreeing. That makes me feel good. Gives me a warm and fuzzy. All right, man. Have a good day at work, man. Go win the day, Dustin. I know you will. I rarely root for Green Bay. I do have some regional loyalty. I know not everyone shares that. Oh, yeah. Regional loyalty. I appreciate that. Too many 4-win teams. Yep. I agree, buddy. So, all right, guys, I'm going to shut her down. I just wanted to leave that open for a little bit for the newcomer that came in and Trap Keep. I love that guy. He's another prodigal son that's been coming back lately. He follows and helps and supports a bunch of shows, so I don't hold it against him. But I'm just glad he's came back, man, because he's got good quality content as far as a consumer. For us producers out there, I'm glad that he's back. Appreciate Trap Keep and all the other guys. AC Adam. Appreciate AC Adam back, man. It's been a minute. We're on all the time. I've done like 10 shows within the last 2 days. It's been crazy, man. A lot of content coming out, a lot of sources and whatever. Gary OZ. Oh my gosh, another one coming out. Dude, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Shout out to a new time watcher, new time follower, man. Follow. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, man. We got lots of good shows coming on all the time, Gary. Gary says Mike Shanahan or John Gruden, I think, are the best choices. I've been hearing Mike Shanahan a lot. Cliff brought up Mike Shanahan is a good one. I'm not saying I disagree with you. I need to take a look at Mike Shanahan. Maybe I'll do a show on Mike Shanahan. How about that, guys? He's just not one of the finalists that the Bears have been talking about, in terms of you talk to Albert Breer, you talk to Ian Rappaport, you talk to Schefter, that name's not coming up. Doesn't mean that it shouldn't, but let's take a look at Shanahan, man. You think you guys might have created a show coming up here, so I appreciate it. Yes, sir. Turn notifications on. Thank you, man. All right, man. Let us know your answers in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Leave a 5-star review. You all know what to do. Let everybody know about us, man. We appreciate you. You guys are part of our show. And, make sure you subscribe for more Chicago Bears updates and discussions. See you next time on Coffee with Tracks. And we got Tracks After Dark. We've got Monsters of the Madhouse. We got a lot of good stuff coming on, like I said, on deck. We're going to be at Wind Creek Casino with my co-host, former quarterback Jim Miller. We're going to be there at 11 o'clock off of the Halstead exit in Chicago, Southland at Wind Creek Casino. We're going to be doing the pregame, game, and postgame show. It's going to be like a 5-hour show, the full Bears versus Packers. It's going to be lit, man. It's going to be so much fun. We're going to be starting, our pregame will start at 11 o'clock. So, again, man, Chi-Town up, Bear down. Love you guys. See you, Gary. See y'all new time. Subs, and there we go. All right. See you guys.